Don't you just love it when Mullen Automotive, ticker symbol MULN stock, goes up like 2.5% in one day, and I start getting all these comments saying, Inam, you're wrong about Mullen Automotive. The stock is gonna blow up. It's gonna go to the moon. Little do they realize, they're in denial that the stock is down 96% year to date. Who wants to explain that one? Well, anyways, in this video, I want to go over a few positive articles that came out about Mullen Automotive, ticker symbol MULN stock. And I also want to go over what the chances are of this stock hitting $1 next year. So make sure you press the like button, subscribe to this channel, get your 10 free stocks with Webull when you sign up using my link below, and let's get started. So first things first, let's talk about their hire of Donald and Ronald. So Donald Borthwick, they just hired as a vice president of commercial sales. This guy has worked at Ford for about 25 years. He grew the West Region commercial vehicle sales 18% from 2008 to 2021, achieving regional volume and margin leadership annually. He also acquired and developed strategic relationships with key high volume accounts across consumer retail, food service, and package delivery. And thirdly, probably the most important one in my opinion, he secured primary vehicle supply relationships with a leading last mile delivery company, growing account to be Ford's second largest commercial customer. Now, why is this important? From the news articles that I'm reading about Mullen Automotive, it seems like this whole last mile delivery company partnerships, this is what Mullen is trying to get into, and we'll talk about that more later. So long story short, this guy, Donald Borthwick, he's been working at Ford for like 25 years. Mullen Automotive just offered him a position. Now let's talk about this other fella named Ronald Dixon. So Mullen Automotive might see a turnaround thanks to government sales. Ronald Dixon is now joining the electric vehicle company as a general manager of government sales. Dixon previously held a similar role at GM for more than 20 years. Now, what does this actually even mean? So apparently this Ronald Dixon guy, he helped GM with a lot of government sales over the years. So investors in Mullen stock are hoping that Dixon joining the company means government sales are on the table. After all, during this time at GM, Dixon was responsible for more than 500,000 unit sales to the US government. There's plenty of potential for Mullen to make sales for the federal government. Now, as we all know, the current president is really encouraging EV sales. They want to move a lot of government vehicles to EV in the coming future. So as outlined last year, the government is looking to replace 650,000 of its vehicles with EV. So far, only 1% has been replaced. That means there's a lot of opportunity for EV cars in general. Mullen Automotive can take that, and perhaps this Ronald Dixon guy can help Mullen reach that goal. Okay, all right. So now let's read the next article that I'm interested in. Again, this article is also from Investor Place. And this article is basically telling everyone that's a fan of Mullen Automotive to mark your calendars for December 20th. So what's happening on December 20th? Mullen Automotive partnered with a company to deliver its first shipment of iGos on December 20th. That is only 10 days away. That's only a week and a half away. The company says the vehicle is already certified for sale in the UK and Germany, Spain, France, and Ireland. Mullen stock is down more than 95% year to date, something that I mentioned earlier. So let's talk about this. So Mullen Automotive is partnering with a company called Newgate Motor Group. So in this agreement, Mullen will appoint Newgate to become its marketing, sales, distribution, and servicing agent for the upcoming iGo electric vehicle in Ireland and United Kingdom. Now, from what I understand, this iGo vehicle is a car that's like under $20,000. It's all EV. Now, the reason why this is good is because Newgate boasts 40 plus years of experience in the auto industry and is a top retailer for new and used Mercedes-Benz and Kia vehicles in Ireland. So obviously this company has a lot of experience doing what they do, and this might mean some decent sales for Mullen Automotive. Again, we're going to see how many sales this actually equates to. Now, part of this deal is that they're going to buy up to 500 vehicles a year, and then the first shipment of test vehicles will be delivered December 20th. These are not vehicles that they're selling to them part of the 500 a year agreement. This is just test vehicle. Now, will Mullen Automotive actually hit December 20th? That's something I'm not exactly sure about, because apparently in their press release, that's when they mentioned that they're going to be delivering their first set of test vehicles to Newgate on December 20th. After that, we heard nothing about it. So will they hit December 20th? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. So now let's talk about whether or not Mullen Automotive can hit $1. So bear in mind that this stock was trading at $5 in just January. Now, sure, there's a lot of dilution since then. It's currently trading for less than 20 cents a share, and that's unjustifiable. Mullen Automotive isn't filing for bankruptcy, according to this article. They're not shutting down its doors to customers. We're talking about a business that not long ago just paid down around $13 million in debt and say they only have $10 million of debt. Say whatever you want, that's a pretty healthy position to be in a business of this size. Now, also, this article talks about Mullen Automotive venturing into the European EV market. Again, I think they're pretty far away from entering the US market based on their certifications alone. The Newgate Motor Group will market and provide other support for Mullen iGo in Ireland and in the UK. The iGo is Mullen Automotive's urban commercial delivery vehicle. And again, this is what Ronald Nixon is really good for, I believe. And it's designed to navigate space constraints to dense cities throughout Europe with Newgate's help. Mullen could make a significant dent in European EV industry. Now, for those that aren't aware, European EV is far ahead of the US. They're really far ahead of us in like all of this green stuff. So hopefully they make a pretty good dent out there. Now, it's been a long time in the making, but Mullen Automotive finally closes acquisitions of electric last mile solutions, as you might have summarized. And as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, last mile delivery is basically like the Amazon trucks that get to your yard and give you your packages. Those are like the pretty big cargo vans. That's what last mile delivery essentially means. They're not like huge tractor trailers. Besides, the acquisition sets Mullen Automotive up to enter last mile delivery vehicle market quickly. As Mullen explains, the Mullen Automotive asset acquisition of all IP and inventory will allow Mullen to launch into the commercial market much earlier than previously planned. Now, this is actually very important, the next part. They said that how soon can this commercial launch be? Well, Mullen expects to deliver Class 1 products in Q1 of 2023. Guys, that's literally next month. Followed by its Class 3 vehicles in Q2 of 2023. But will Mullen Automotive hit $1? I'm not 100% convinced yet. They make a lot of promises. I want to start seeing some action here. I want to see them actually deliver on these promises. I do see them making moves, doing action, but I want to see sales. That's what I want to see. I want to see cars on the road. And until then, I think it's too early to say. All right, guys, with that being said, hope you like this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace.